Hello and welcome to another sprint night with fLyingShepherd. Last weekend in the Brazil, the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, we got 15th place, but as you might have seen, our rewards were not what we had hoped for. So no vortex. I decided to move to Series 6 so we might get vortex and prepare for the next event. And that means that sprint tonight is for Series 6, and we also get some extra coins this way. I was planning to move to Series 6 after I got Vortex and after the sprints, get easier opponents, but it doesn't matter. So let's go. I also got using my CC points for Toledo to have my second driver. The tracks for the next event are going to be mostly tire management, Barcelona, Jeddah, Sahir, and a second time Barcelona. And there's going to be one overtaking track, Baku, one racetrack track, Imola, and two defending, Monaco and Monza, which are going to be the toughest of all of them. Of course, Barcelona is also pretty difficult as far as I can tell. Jeddah is difficult. But we'll see. When we get to Wednesday, things might be different. I might change my mind. But for now, the decision is that I'm going to enter in the contender level. It's going to be my first contender. In any case, playing sprints in Series 6 gives me the opportunity to get both Perman. I only need 3 or 4 cards to get him to level 4, and of course I have the chance to get Vortex. As you can see, especially against the bots, Bortoleto and Perman setup in general in Spa is very powerful. The other 3 tracks are Singapore and Shanghai. Both of which I should probably be able to get more than 43 points in its race. And I can't remember what the 4th track is. Could it be Imola? Power unit and defend? It could be Imola. We'll check after this race in a few moments. I have selected in my favorites 5 or 6 different boosts that I'm willing to spend during sprint races. Of course, as you have seen already, or maybe not, because I have not streamed any non-sprint or non-event race. I don't really like to use boosts for duels. Oh, Abu Dhabi. Yes. Abu Dhabi is probably the toughest for me because tire management is very difficult in Abu Dhabi. But the fact is I have not yet tried Bortoleto. Of course, high team score that I have means I can do both. One stop. I was running Singapore with Berman and Alonso, and I was doing 1 pit for Berman with hards and 2 pits for Alonso with mediums. But of course, Bortoleto has a very good tire management. And since I know that Berman can actually do the single pit stop, I'm going to do this. Looks like I'm racing a boat again. I'm not a real player. I'm sure that tomorrow it's going to be full of real players. It seems that a lot of people take Monday off as a day off. So the good thing is that I have already unlocked my asset trading. So by unlocking vortex or something, I will get it also. I might also get it in asset trading, so I can upgrade it to level 2 very easily. So as you can see, I might have lots of boosts from the previous seasons, but I don't really need to use them in duels and not even in sprint races. if you don't just rush the higher series and you take your time in lower series, you can unlock and upgrade specific useful drivers and useful parts and be very competitive. I think that up to series 9 you can just focus on very specific things and manage to do very well. A repeat of the previous race. The problem, of course, with this tactic is that after spending 2 weeks actually no, not 2 weeks, 3.5 weeks, almost 4 in series 5, so having, besides the events, 4 tracks to deal with, and doing relatively easy 47s. Right now with permanent Bortoleto. It's also a very easy series for me. Which means that it gets pretty boring. I think I would be able to work in parallel or okay, maybe not actually work, but I could be watching movies or a TV series and just race without paying much attention. Leclerc is going to pit. By the end of this duel, the new asset trade is going to be active. For my first asset trade, I had common I don't remember which some driver from the common ones. fLyingShepherd and Perman. But I maxed out fLyingShepherd also. So I got a new asset trade. It gave me another common driver, epic Perman again, and Aeroblade. So I decided to get 60 copies of the Aeroblade asset. So I got to a total of 64. Which means I can get it an extra upgrade and have 20 missing cards or 10 missing cards for another one. Axe, Cocoon, fLyingShepherd, and Supernova. Okay. Not interesting. Let's restart the game so that we have some time before entering a new sprint group. And let's check out today's asset trade. This end is going to be maxed out very soon. Perman, I can get. I'm selecting Perman. And we need 2.4. Let's upgrade him. So hopefully I have one for Bortoletto and I need another 200 cards of rare Perman to also max out Perman. I have one asset trade from Bortoletto and two from fLyingShepherd. Hopefully I am lucky and I get Aeroblade once more. And maybe Bortoleto once, and Vortex if I unlock it playing my sprints. So let's play another sprint. I'm also going to use my flags tomorrow. Or maybe Wednesday after I enter the event. Easy. That's a difficult one. Let's go. Of course, pair duration was showing 3-3 for the mediums, but I think that Bortoleto, no, is 3-3 even during the race. Sometimes in the pre-race screen it shows 3-3, but during the race you can see a 3-4. Okay, this is another easy race. Just watching my cars running around. And beating them. No reason to risk here. Sperman. Maybe that's the difficult one. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Let's use the DRS here. No reason to waste it. Both my drivers are going to the end, and none of the rivals' drivers are doing so. They're both going to pit. I'll just have to wait. I'm starting to think if it's a good idea to go to Series 7 straight away, or if I should wait for Vortex to unlock. But so this like this. Sorry to the driver for making him wait. I don't think he was ready either, so it doesn't matter that much. In any case, I'm going to race as many sprints as possible. in the hopes of getting the two Series 6 epics as high as possible. Of course, I just got perma to level 4, so the next step is 50 cards away. Hard tire for the end. And use my battery. That's the last pit stop, so I can go get myself some water. Okay, so I'm back. What did I miss? I missed that Bortoletto is before. Let's push DRS, battery, use everything, and see if we can overtake Norris, P3, and Russell in P2. Okay, we got both of them. This view is very nice. but I just can't play from this view. Let's also open this box. While I still have my rate reduction bonus, I need to open boxes fast. So that I get as many assets as possible. So this was this one. I'm going with this one. Both of my drivers are going to be pretty tight using the soft tires, but Portoletto will do it more easily. Of course, the problem is that Portoletto does not have restart, but he can keep up. And then use the DRS. In Shanghai, DRS is very powerful. And as you can see, with the overtakes using the DRS and bots beating, I'm in P3. And I'm chasing a rival Berman. Which I'm probably going to catch here, since he's running out of tires, but I'm not. Rivals Hamilton is going to pit again. Rivals Berman. Will go to the end, but even though he has our unit, he's not really going to be able to use it without running out of tires. I'm thinking that even my Bortoletto is going to have difficult time to finish with tires above 0%. Let's see if we can catch him. He's out of tires. I still have tires. And P1, P2. So let's see what we might get here. Vortex, 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 vortex. No vortex. No vortex. After 3 sprints. We'll see. Anyways, that's all from me for today. I'm gonna bid you good night, and we might have another session tomorrow, approximately same time. Goodbye, everyone.